Hi, how are ya? And welcome back. Um, for this video, I am going to discuss nine things, nine, nine, nine things that I personally have noticed since I've consistently been on HRT. Um, I would assume that it would probably be pretty consistent with most anyone. But these are my things that I've noticed. So, with that said, and without further ado, um, yeah. Okay. Skin. Um, Skin, and this happened like kind of, sort of, pretty much right away. Probably within the first 3 months that I started noticing it or its effects. Uh, my skin got smoother, a lot more smoother. It got more softer. Um, and it got more, I'm not going to say oily, but it just kind of glowed. I know this is going to sound crazy, um, but it just kind of just, I don't know, glowed. Glowed. Body fat redistribution. I didn't really see a whole lot of this. I mean, I have some of it, but I didn't see a whole lot of it. In part, I think personally, because I I was really skinny when I started, um, and so it's not like there was a lot of body fat to get like shifted around to begin with. Uh, I mean, probably the first area that I noticed was in my thighs, and like especially the inside of my thighs. I started noticing more like a weight there, and just my legs seemed bigger. Um, but yeah, I didn't have a lot of body fat. Oh, and then like kind of around my stomach, but like below the navel, that area. Like, yeah, yeah, it would have been below the navel, or I guess below the waist. There was more. I don't know. It just was more. Um, I started noticing that like right away, right away. Uh, Now, just because I noticed something quickly and I didn't notice things right away doesn't mean anything. I mean, everybody's body's gonna react differently, and whatever. So yeah, okay. Uh Muscle breakdown. I was never really ripped. I never worked out. I was never super strong or anything. Even like years before I ever transitioned, I never went to the gym. I never lifted weights. I mean, I remember in my 20s, I had like some amount of muscle, like especially like in my earlier 20s, some amount of muscle, but it wasn't like It wasn't anything chiseled or, like noticeable. Um, but after being on hormone replacement therapy, muscle breakdown. Just like muscle, just where I did have muscle, uh, it's decreased like here in my arms, uh, definitely like right here, like the top part of my arms or my biceps or whatever. There's a little bit underneath here, but it's not real, whatever. Um, so your muscles break down, especially the longer you're on it. Granted, with everything, the longer you're on it, the more like the effects are gonna change, and you're actually gonna see stuff continue. Um, with the softening of muscles and the breakdown of muscle, decrease in physical strength. Um, I didn't notice this until like well over a year, I want to say. And I noticed it when I was carrying up like a thing of water, just kind of like up the stairs into my apartment. And I was like, oh my God, this is so heavy. And I literally had to stop halfway on the stairs. I don't really live, like my building's a 2-story building. So it's not like I'm going up like a bunch of flights of stairs. And I literally had to stop before I got to the top of the stairs just because I was like, oh my God, this is heavy. And then I started noticing it more. Just, I don't know, the longevity of, well, I gotta carry all this water up the stairs, so I'm just gonna like quickly just hustle up the stairs with all of it so I don't have to make 10 trips down or whatever, or like with your groceries, or you go buy stuff from Walmart or Target or whatever. So basically by the time you get home you have like a dozen shopping bags in your trunk, and instead of being like, well, I'm just gonna like take all of them and just run up the stairs with them all because I don't want to keep coming down, going up, coming down, going up, blah 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 blah. Now it's like eventually it became a situation like it is now where it's like take a couple bags up, go back down, take a couple another bags up, and that's just how it is. But you do notice it after a while. You will notice it. Body hair. So from like the neck down, um, I can't really testify to facial hair because it's been so long since I started getting the facial hair removed, and it's pretty much like 100% gone by now. So I can't really say if the hair growth on your face decreases like as it does with the rest of your body. But I can testify to your body hair. So that's what I mean by your neck down. Um, so on your arms, on your legs, everywhere else. I was never real hairy. I never had a bunch of hair all over my body or on my back or on my arms, okay? Um, but anyways, I did notice less just in general. It was not as thicker, but what was there is it's thinner. Like a lot thinner, probably like I can't even measure it. It's just a lot more thinner to almost not really be noticeable. I mean, I'm crazy about it because, like, if I see it, it's different than, I gotta use, like, my epilator or my laser or whatever because I'm, like, crazy like that. A little bit of a perfectionist, a little bit on some things. Body hair is a big thing. But no, seriously, it gets less to almost not at all. Um, yeah. So and that took like I don't know, a year and a half, maybe 18 months or so for me to actually see that it was that. Oh, excuse me. That the actual body hair was just it wasn't as coarse. Okay, so it was thinner. It wasn't as coarse, and it wasn't as much. Of course, breast breast growth. That's going to happen. It took me quite a while into being consistently on hormones for not so much that I could not tell that there was development, but actually something I needed to wear a bra with. Uh, that took quite a long time. For me, it did. Um, that's all I'm gonna really say about that because I'm not here to talk about boobs. Yes. Thickness of hair. That's hair. I wrote that little note down because that's hair on top of my head. The hair on top of my head, probably about half a year in, or maybe 8 months in, consistently being on the hormones, I noticed that just my hair was fuller. It seemed thicker. I could part it different ways. Like prior, I had some receding hairlines, and I still have them. That's never gonna go away unless I get like a forehead reduction surgery. Um, it's a lot easier for me to cover it up because I have a lot of baby hairs that have grown in and smaller hairs, and just everything's more thicker up here. So I'm able to part it differently. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all, I should have brought a little bottle of water over here, but I didn't. Um, so with my hair getting thicker up here and it grows a lot faster, and it just looks healthier. Um, it's actually really nice because you're able to do different things with your hair and part it differently. I used to, I used to never have my hair parted the way it is right there. Um, just because my up here it was so thin. I had to work with what I had, which I really hated because I looked horrible. But I kept my long hair. So the hair up here, so it's like you lose the hair and it gets thinner down here, but up here it like grows where it should be growing, right? Um, Greener eyes. My eyes are hazel. And I think my eyes, I know this, and because I've had other people tell me about this, my eyes got greener. They got like more, instead of being a more hazel, like brownish green, they got more green. So, for an example, uh, my eyes, when I would wear green or a green top or a green hoodie or green whatever, my eyes would pop. They would be green. Okay. Um, if I wore pretty much any other color, my eyes would look hazel. Now my eyes they look green, regardless of what I wear. That was kind of a trip. I don't know. I don't even know if that's even scientifically possible. Who knows? That's just something I noticed. And the last one is fingernails. Uh, Fingernails get thinner and they break easier. Um, I'm missing a few nails because they popped off. But your fingernails, they just get thinner and they flake off after a while, and like they grow in thinner. They actually hurt for a while. They really hurt. For like months, it hurt, or several months, it just hurt. It felt like, well, it felt like a new, well, realistically, what it is, it felt like a new fingernail growing out. Because I guess that's what's going on. Um, so, anyways, they're thinner. Um, and yeah, that's about. Oh, they break easier. They chip easier. Uh, Putting on fake nails is what I like to do. Or sometimes you gotta give a breather for the nails, and you gotta put on some nail polish. Let them kind of breathe a little bit. But alrighty. That's about it. That's my 9 things I've noticed being on hormone replacement therapy. And yeah, that's it. So, anyways, thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for watching my videos all the way through. I think I'm up to like 150 subscribers, which is cool. That's super cool. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for all the nice comments. A lot of you all write really nice comments, and I could tell with the things that people say, or with the things that you all comment on, my subscribers comment on. You're watching like the whole video, like you're watching it all. I'm like, oh, okay, I remember saying that, and I write back or whatever. I try to respond to all of them. At very best, I put a like or a heart next to the comment. I really appreciate that. It's almost like a little community has been made or formed, which is super cool. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for everything. And I hope you all have a blessed day, and yeah, take care of yourselves. Alrighty. Bye-bye.